Yeah, I'm going to circle back to Erica because we were just talking about rituals and psychological safety. Erica is one of them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. Rituals give you that sense of psychological safety. And I could not agree more with you about this leading with vulnerability. I have been in touch recently, and he's in my book, Bill Konigsberg, the CEO of Horizon Media, and started a ritual during COVID called the Bill Daily, which is a daily email that started off with an update and here's what's going on in our business, and let's make sure our technology works when we all work from home, and make sure that everybody's healthy. And he began to really share more and more of who he is as a leader. The feedback is off the charts. Employee engagement is through the roof. And he told me, it was sort of funny, that about 40 employees have shared these Bill dailies with their parents, and the parents are writing to him saying this is amazing. And very recently, literally 2 weeks ago, he and I were chatting, and he teared up. We were having a Zoom, and his dog died unexpectedly young, like 9 years old, and he shared it with everybody in the firm, and it makes people feel more. And I'm obviously, Chester, you wrote the book on this, but makes employees feel more connected to each other, to Bill, to the firm, and they just feel better and want to work hard and are more likely to open up themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I love rituals. We found a fun story on rituals at fire stations with firefighters. And when they come in to see, how is the crew doing? The first thing they check is, do they eat together? Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
They said, when they cook for each other, when they eat together, that's the first sign of a healthy firehouse.
Yep.
He says, and if they're not eating together, there's all kinds of stuff underneath that you've got to figure out. So this ritual of eating together. I'll tell you a fun one, Erica. You'll get a kick out of this, and Marcel. One of the leaders said, look, we are working ridiculous hours because, the commute time is now work time, right? If you're working from home, and said on Fridays at the end of the day, this leader, she said, we have a wine party. And what we do is at the end of the day on Friday, we said, look, bring your beverage, alcoholic or not, doesn't matter, right? And we're just going to complain about all the stupid things that happened all that week, and we're just going to wine and wine and wine. She said, it got so popular, I was thinking we needed a hangover Saturday morning, meeting. I agree with you 100%, though, these little things that you can kind of count on. And she said, by the way, it's not required that you come. It's
and if it's required, it's not a ritual. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
No obligation, no guilt.
Exactly.
Well, guys, somebody else just dropped in, and another mystery guest, and my goodness, there was no way I could have a 100th episode celebration without this guy. Welcome to the party. Richard Sheridan is here.
Ooh, I even brought balloons, Marcel.
There we go.
Oh, it's so good to have you. Rich was a guest way back on episode 5. And Rich, just so you know, we had a different name for the podcast back then. So
and the good news is neither one of us has aged a bit since then.
Well,